Today's lesson is on how do we determine unit rates with fractions. Problem 1. Daniel mows his lawn every Saturday. He can mow 1,200 feet squared in 2/3 of an hour. The lawn is 36,000 feet squared. How long does it take him to mow the lawn? Take a second to copy down the question. If I need to know how long to mow 36,000 feet squared, I need to find out how much lawn he can mow per hour. So the lawn per hour. So that's equal to the lawn divided by the number of hours. They tell us that he can mow 12,000 feet squared in 2/3 of an hour. If I wanted to do this multiplication, 12,000 times 3/2. 12,000 I can turn into a fraction by putting it over 1. I can simplify this by making this a 1 and turn this 12,000 into 6,000. 6,000 times 3 is 18,000. That means that Daniel can mow 18,000 feet squared in 1 hour. The question says his lawn is 36,000 feet squared in how many hours? When I look at this problem now, I can do the 36,000 divided by 18,000. 36,000 divided by 18,000 is 2. So he can mow 36,000 feet squared in 2 hours. The second question. Michelle bikes 5 miles to Paige's house. On a map, they measure that distance as 5-6 centimeters. The same map shows that the mall is 3.5 centimeters from Paige's house. What is the actual distance from Paige's house to the mall? Take a second to copy down the question. We need to know the actual distance from Paige's house to the mall. I'm going to start this by finding the actual miles per centimeter of the map. That means I'm going to need miles as my numerator and centimeters as my denominator. We know that 5 miles is 5/6 centimeters. To divide this is 5/1 multiplied by the reciprocal, which is 6/5. I can cancel out these 5s and make them both 1s, and I end up with 6. So that means that is 6 miles per 1 centimeter. But now, the map says that the mall is 3.5 centimeters. So I'm going to have to do 3 1/2, and I'm going to have to multiply that by 6. When I multiply those, I turn this into an improper fraction. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 7/2 multiplied by 6/1. If I want to make this easier, I can make this a 1 and make this a 3. 7 times 3 is 21 miles. Now I check to make sure that my answer makes sense. They say that 5 miles is 5.6 centimeters. 21 miles is then 3.5 centimeters. That answer seems like it would make sense because the 3.5 centimeters is bigger than 5.6 centimeters, and the 21 miles is greater than the 5 miles. And our last question. Brad buys 2/3 of a pound of one mushroom for $11.25 and 1/3 of a pound of another mushroom for $7.99. Which mushroom is cheaper? Take a second to copy down the question. If we need to know which mushroom is cheaper, we need to figure out the price per pound. That means we need the price or the money over the pounds. So we have mushroom 1 and we have mushroom 2. The price of mushroom 1 is $11.25 and the pounds is 2/3. Mushroom 2 costs $7.99 and the pounds is 1/3. I need to turn these decimals into fractions because 2/3 is a repeating decimal. So when I do that, I get 11 and 1/4 over 2/3. So that becomes 4. 4 times 11 is 44, plus 1 is 45, multiplied by the reciprocal, which is 3 over 2. When I multiply this, 45 times 3 is 135. 4 times 2 is 8. So when I divide, I get 16.875. But that is not how money normally looks, so I need to rewrite this as $16.88 per pound. Now for mushroom 2, I can make this 7 and 99 over 100 divided by 1 over 3. 7 times 100 is 700, plus 99 is 799 over 100 multiplied by 3 over 1. When I multiply 799 times 3, you get 2,397, and then that 2,397 divided by 100 is 23.97. So that's dollars per pound. Now the question is asking which mushroom is cheaper. The mushroom that's cheaper is the one that costs more money per pound. So mushroom 1 is cheaper.